Hi traders, Anthony here, just taking a look at Bitcoin. We've got this open on the daily chart at the moment. So we've come down into a big level here. Okay, so we've got this support level through here. So we could see some consolidation. Let me just rename that support resistance. Those of you that like to draw diagonals, well, I guess there's a diagonal. Bit of a crossroads here on the daily. I would think, and I'm looking for a trade opportunity. However, it's a little bit dicey for me here. We've got this level, so we need to see if we go down to the lower time frame, say the 4 hour. How do you want to get involved with this? I mean, look, if this holds and we see this range more or less hanging in there. Yeah, I mean, I could be interested if we're at the top of this range and we start to see it roll over. That would be something that I'm interested in. Even here, perhaps. Okay. I mean, the momentum is to the downside. This, for me, is the threshold. This level here. All right. So we're trading at the top of this range, and I could be interested if that rolls over. So I mean, that's one way to look at it, I guess. 15-minute. What does it look like? So we can get a bit closer. I mean, look, where is Bitcoin heading? It could retrace. We've got, if we grab a fib, we've got this level, or this fib zone. If we pull it from, say, the high of this range up the top here, just pull that back a little bit further, the high of that range, there's the 60 to the 70. This range here is a potential target for this to pull back to. Definitely. And who knows from there, but that's a big level of resistance right here. Okay, so that's a possibility. So all we can do really at the moment is just watch this range down here where it's trading and see what it does. Does it break above, retest, fail and continue up, or does it break below, retest, fail and continue down? Overall, the momentum is really bearish, but given that we've moved into this level here, a retrace wouldn't be out of the question. Definitely wouldn't be out of the question. I do have a way of navigating the volatility, and I do like to get involved on the lower time frame. And my thing is, given that the momentum is predominantly bearish with a bit of a pullback going on, I'm going to be looking for the opportunity if this rotates and gives me another short. Right, so that would be my thing. So let's just go out of there, take it back out to the daily, and let me show you my thing here. This 4 hour chart, I have this indicator down the bottom. This is a strength indicator. So we can see some of the altcoins at the moment starting to rotate up. So be careful here. Okay, so this is telling us we could see, given that this is overextended, just looking at this on the 4 hour. See these lines? Let me just grab a drawing tool. These lines. This is overextended here. Okay, you can see we've traded out however many deviations we are. Retesting this midline here of this. So we're retesting this midline here. Be careful though, because what we do have is this starting to curl up, and this is overextended and it's starting to curl up. So I would like to see something like that, and then I'd be interested in shorting, and that would look something like that on the chart. Okay, so this is a pretty good indicator. It's a range of different altcoins, and it gives us a bit of an overall. And look, seriously, if we see a couple of these starting to spike up like this, then be careful, because the rest, see how correlated these are? The rest could follow. Okay, so we could see a bit more of a pullback. So that's that. Then if we go out of here and we have a look at this chart, well, we've got red across the board, weekly, daily, 4 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour. Okay, so red across the board. I'm looking for short opportunities. So what I want to see is if this starts to rotate to the downside, I will look for a short. Then we go over to our 1 minute chart here. I actually did this in a video yesterday, but the idea with this is to look at it on the higher time frame, and whenever we get a pullback into this mean, Okay, so I'm looking for the trade on, say, a 1 hour chart. But look what's happened here. We've broken the median here. So be careful, because we could see more of a an uptrend. See this median line here we've broken, and we actually have this candle. If this closes above and the next candle sets up above this line, just be careful, because we could get a bit more of a pullback here potentially, you know. And then if it stays above here, then I like these setups where we get that and then we break out to the downside again. We fail here and we break to the downside, and the opportunity is going to be when this starts rotating. We're looking for the rotation out, and there are our trade opportunities here and here. Okay, so there's no rotation at the moment. This is kind of heading north, so be very careful. Now the way that we can navigate this is to go down to the 1 minute chart. Alright, now you can see on the 1 minute we've got, what do we got here? Let's just go back to the beginning. See how we've got this break to the upside now? Okay, so then I'll stay out of this. Now if this rotates on the lower time frame and we get a red break like so, as it rotates out, so this is a pullback, and then we're going to be looking for the rotation out, then that's going to be my short. Okay, we had that one that was short-lived, but I'm mainly looking for red breaks on the 1 minute. Okay, so the concept is this. So we're in a downtrend, we're getting this kind of thing, and I'm looking for, okay, it's a downtrend, I'm looking for the pullback, and then I'm looking for the rotation. And that is the kind of thing that I want. Okay, so we ignore the green because that's more likely going to be the retrace, and we go for the red, given that the market is predominantly, see there's a pullback here, green breakdown there. But look at this trade, see that? Okay, so we want these red breaks, not the green break. That's just a stop run, and then if you're consistent and you're going for, you're sticking to the plan, then you get these opportunities. Okay, so that's the rotation out of the retrace that I'm talking about. It started off up here, bit of a pullback, and then we got that. I mean, that's how I trade Bitcoin. Actually, we had I'll just show you this quickly. I've got an Ethereum trade going on, positions open. Let's just click on that. Ethereum, it's pulled back. This was about $200 in the money. This is an open position, Ethereum. Okay, so we're getting a bit of a retrace, but oh yeah, look at this, hang on. Look at that, see, it's pulled right back up to my stop loss. That's in profit, by the way. Okay, so if that gets hit, I'll make, I don't know, $40. There you go, I've just made $40. The story with this was, very quickly, we had the retrace, we had it, and it was back up there. There it is there. See, I took that trade yesterday, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. That was the breakout. We had the pullback, and that was the breakout, and I took that. What I do is I'm looking for, once I enter the trade, and that was here, so we got the breakout of the range, pullback retest, enter, short. I'm going to go, and then I turn it in. This is a 1 minute, but I'm trading it more or less on the 15:30 or the hour, the higher time frame with my stop losses. I'm going to look for 80% of my position early, and that's what I did here. Account history. There, you can see $70. That was Ethereum. So we took 80% of the position early, and then I trailed the rest with a trailing stop loss. And now it's just closed, $40. The thing with that though is, occasionally you're going to have an opportunity like this. You can ride it all the way down, but a pullback like that, okay, will take out your trailing stop loss. In fact, this is the trade, and there's the pullback into, and my trailing stop is going to be following these red dots. Oh look, I just did a video of this earlier. How about that? Okay, so the trailing stop loss, and then we're trading it on the higher time frame. If your entry's up there, you're just going to trail these dots with your stop loss, and then eventually it gets taken out and you're in the money, or it continues down and you make more money. Anyway, guys, well, I got off the track a little bit, but Bitcoin, Yeah, it could, it's pulling back here, so I'm going to be looking for the rotation, and then it's going to be the 1 minute chart to get in when I get a signal. So I'm going to be waiting for, if you go over to alerts, it's going to be a breakout signal Bitcoin, and it needs to be to the downside, and that'll be the breakout of the retrace. That'll do. Okay. By the way, look, gain access to my indicators here. You can have a week's trial, no cost at all whatsoever. Just jump on board and give it a shot for a week. Watch all my videos. This is a winning strategy. Okay, with that, have a great day. See you in the next one.